Milwaukee Brewing Company began in my basement of my horse farm, and basically I quit my day job to open a brew pub and start brewing professionally back in the late 90s. I would definitely say craft brewing is a passion, and I'm reminded of that all the time when people come to the brewery. They say, "You're really passionate about this, or are you over-caffeinated?" No, I'm very passionate about this, so it's my love. The new project at Building 42 is multifaceted. It not only will be a much larger production facility where we can put out a lot more of the beer that we love and some new stuff as well, but there's going to be an amazing event space, public experience overlooking the Bucks Entertainment District, and then also some office space that's going to have tenants from other businesses. So if this thing comes together, it's a great development and a great asset to the city of Milwaukee. The things that might hold back this development are primarily around the state legislation. There are things that restrict what type of owners can be involved in your business, how you get your beer to market, and what kind of liquor license and things you can do in the public space as a brewery. Those things are pretty restrictive in the state of Wisconsin.
There's a law in place right now that they are not able to open up another brew pub. And they have the money, they have the product, they have the drive and entrepreneurship spirit to open up a new restaurant across from the new arena, which the state of Wisconsin has invested in. And we need to change our law in order to allow them to open up another brewery.
This is going to be a destination entertainment spot with a craft brewery in a city that is very proud of breweries in general. So this is going to be a must-stop place for tourism, for anybody that's proud of the city. But for the people that are opposed to it, the bigger picture is that we're going to make more beer. So distributors get to sell more beer and make more money on it. The Tavern League, all their members get to sell more craft beer that's made here in Wisconsin. And bottom line is we're keeping jobs here in the state of Wisconsin. So it's a positive across the board when you look at it from, these are dollars that should be invested here. And Wisconsin is not leading in this industry. We're an agricultural state, we're a beer state, we have freshwater resources. Let's go, we gotta make some beer.
We are a place where brewing is part of our tradition. I mean, if you look at the San Francisco Giants, they have a bay behind them, right? If you look at Milwaukee, we're the Milwaukee Brewers, that's who we are. And to hear stories of people that can't make further investments in the brewing industry in Wisconsin is wrong. It's wrong from a regulation standpoint that they can't enter a business and there's not the freedom of free markets to open up a business.
One of the principles that this country is founded on are innovation and growth and small businesses and really starting from scratch. And when the bigger businesses are standing in the way of places like us, and we're not alone, of progressing and doing the right things and growing our businesses the way we want to, it's an incredible hindrance and it's a big disadvantage for us.
What this development really means for jobs in numbers is right currently with the Milwaukee Ale House and all the jobs we're creating here at this brewery, we're at about 75 employees, and that in this new development would grow, it would more than double. We'd be about 160 employees in the summer, and that's a significant number in the city of Milwaukee.
Dozens of people out there that want to do entrepreneurship that has something to do with hard cider or wine or beer or distilled spirits. And there's hundreds of jobs out there waiting to happen because we hear from our office. We hear people from around the state saying, can you change this law? Can you change this law? Can you change this law? Because we want to try this idea. And so I think if we really have this conversation and we're open to saying, hey, prohibition didn't work. Prohibition did not work, and there was a reason for that. And so why do we still have portions of our law that are trying to still grab remnants of this prohibition type system?
And so we are still suffering these days as small businesses and trying to innovate and trying to bring a new product to people, and we are at a competitive disadvantage because of the way that the laws are written and have been written.
If we aren't able to change this law and we're held operating our business under the current state statutes, our project will be much smaller in scale. We will do what we can to add a little warehouse space and just really minimize what the retail and destination component would be, because that's the part that's most restrictive to us. So what that means is adding a couple of jobs, adding a little warehouse, and growing incrementally versus something that really changes not only our company, but it would be a great asset to the community.
We should be a place where people around the world say, if you want to have the most unique, exotic beer experience, you need to come to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But yet we're coming across law after law after law that is inhibiting our ability to really continue our growth and our heritage in the brewing sector.